Namyasya namata kshudran varadasya vararthinaha putraihi pitrimata krida katham te kena varnyate. Now, the praise continues like this. Who can describe your greatness? No, sir, you only said we have to describe his greatness. Who can describe his greatness is in a different tone. You are so great. How can I describe your greatness? How great is he? For which he says, Namyasya namata kshudran. See, Vedanta Desika is amazed at Bhagavan's greatness. You end up bowing your head in front of people who are not worthy of that namaskara. That is Bhagavan's greatness. See, he went to the doorstep of Sugriva and said, Sugriva, can we both have a coalition? In 3-4 months we will know. Can we have a coalition? Right? So, first of all, Hanuman is the minister of Sugriva. That itself is an undigestible fact. Such a learned person. Poi Sugrivanuku. But that is how it will happen. At times you will have a boss under whom you have to work, who may not know anything. That is how karma will work. So here, Sugriva and Hanuman is the minister of Sugriva. Every time I read, I have nothing against Sugriva. Sugriva is a great friend of Rama, very good friend. But when you look at Hanuman's intelligence, at the end of the day, he is a person who is a minister working under him. Ministers are also like that. So, Bhagavan goes at the doorstep of Sugriva and says, my wife is missing. Please, can we have a coalition? So, Vedanta Desika wonders, what kind of a Bhagavan are you? You have to stoop so low to reach out to your devotees. So, Namyasya namata kshudran varadasya vararthinaha. You are the grantor of boons, all boons. You give moksham. But what do? You go to the doorstep of Bali and say, 3 measures of land, please give me, sir. You become the one seeking alms. Putraihi pitrimata krida. You are the father for all of us. But you have a father in Krishna avatar. Right? Appa abdin kupurthu Vasudeva. I thought we call you Appa. Right? Tannoppar illappan. Upiliyappan. Hello, Mr. Appa. But he calls this man as Appa. So you are the father of all, but you end up calling somebody as your father. You are the grantor of boons to all, but you end up asking boons from Bali. You are the one to whom everybody pays obeisances to, but you end up bowing your head before a person who is not even worthy of it. How can we understand you? So, putraihi pitrimata krida katham te kena varnyate, says Vedanta Desika here while describing Bhagavan's greatness. Then, this is an interesting Samsara. Amongst Bhagavan's avatarams, one avataram which is time and again repeated in the form of stotrams and through architecture is Varaha Rupam. Varaha Rupam Deiva Varishtam. Kelidira Tavu Uttara Beku Beku Ataniya எடுத்துட்டா தான் நமக்கு திட்டுற மாதிரி இருக்கும். எதுக்கு பேக்கு அப்படின்னு திட்டுறார் அப்படின்ட்டு. This is right. Have you heard of this? Where does it come? Kantara, sir. These basic questions and all you are asking. Now, Kantara. You know what does Kantara mean? Very good. Forest. Yenama patsu krichreshu kantareshu bhayeshu cha. Whether we are walking on the highway, outer ring road, or in the forest. Yenama patsu krichreshu kantareshu bhayeshu cha. We should not be afflicted by fear. Kantara means forest. That forest which looks deserted, which essentially means no trees, but nobody is there. It is called Maru Kantara. Desert is called Maru Kantara. So Vedanta Desika says, Samsara Maru Kantare. Why is it Marukantara? Because on a desert, you have to keep searching for water. You will not get an oasis that easily. You have to keep searching. By the time you feel you have reached one point, the next part of the desert will begin. That is how problems are. If you solve one and you are assuming you are about to solve one, the next one will come. It is like a wave. Samsara marukantare parishrantrasya dehinaha. So you have to keep walking. Recently in the Chalachitra side, there was a movie in Malayalam. Aadukalathande. Endana palam. Somebody from Kerala. Parayam. Uttarayam. Aadu Jeevidam. Manasilayo. In that Aadu Jeevidam, that person keeps walking on the desert. Correct? 2.5 hours he only walks on the desert. Easy shooting. You don't have to create. Aadu Jeevidam. So, and as you walk in the desert, it will be such a bliss when you see a beautiful oasis of nectar. So in our life that is afflicted with problems, Yaadavaabhyudayam is that nectar. So Samsara marukantare parishrantasya dehinaha Tvadbhaktya amritavahinyan adishtam avagahanam. Let us bathe in that lake. He says in this shlokam, and as he continues, there is lot of stuti of Bhagavan. Yadekam aksharam brahma sarvamnaya samanvitam amnayam. What is amnayam? Very good. Amnaya gandharudita spuritadarostham. Amnayam is Vedam. Any Sringeri Mat followers here? You know what is that Peetham called? Dakshinamnaya Peetham. Correct? You have to observe. Wherever you go, if you see a title, you have to think. Why? Immediately that should give you that connect. See, when people ask, often they will ask, right? How do we remember? A lot of things that we listen to. How do we remember? Remembering is an art. The moment you listen to a word, you see a person, immediately you should do a mind mapping of that person. Suppose that you are seeing a person A for the first time. That person is delivering Adirasam. Okay, thank you. From that time onwards, that A person should be associated with Adirasam. So next time when you see Adirasam, you should be reminded of that person A. That is how mind mapping will happen. So when you look at that beautiful motive of Sringeri Peetham of a Hamsa, put in a circle, Dakshinamnaya Peetham, Amnaya. So in the lecture when you listen to the word Amnaya, that logo should come to your mind. Amnaya. Yes, I have seen this word there. Amnaya. So Amnaya is Vedam. Amnaya gandharudhita spuritadarostham, says Vedanta Desika and dash Stotram. Very good. Gopala Vimshati. Amnaya gandharudhita spuritadarostham. So here, yadeksharam, yadekam aksharam brahma, that one letter denotes Brahmam, that is Pranavam. I have told this many times in my lectures, public lectures, some people get offended. Pranavam should not be recited openly. Wrong. Traditional scholars will reject that because it is a rahasyaksharam. That is why every time we have to say pranavam, pranavam, pranavam. But sir, in our yoga class, in our shloka class, our Guruji says say, then say. What can I do? I can't say anything against Guruji. But I am telling you what is there in the book. Pranavam should not be recited in the open. But sir, we recite Gayatri mantram, that should not be recited at all. See, unless you have Upadesham of Gayatri and you have undergone the Poonal, the thread ceremony, Upanayana ceremony, you should not recite. No sir, that is so much energy giving. There is no energy and all in that. That is not charger. You have to undergo Upanayanam to recite. As simple as that. Isn't that injustice? No. It is not injustice. See, how can you deploy a charter when you have not completed all 3 levels of CFA? Correct? That will be wrong. How can you drive the vehicle when you don't have the license? Correct? You have to undergo that Upanayana. But why do they put criteria for Upanayana? See, if you keep on questioning, the questioning will become endless. Then we will all, more than Netflix, will become Wokeflix. Right? So certain questions will have answers, certain we have to stop. Gayatri is recited because it is a Nitya Karma. That's all. There ends the chapter. By reciting Gayatri, I can feel the energy. Feel energy using something else. Not Gayatri. Gayatri mantra should be recited only if you have undergone Upanayana. Only in that particular time. And that has Pranava. Pranava should not be recited by all. Now if I want to recite Pranava, how can you stop me? It is my democratic right given by the apex court of India. Then there is another way. In Gayatri, in Pranava, you have got 3 sounds. A, U, Ma. If you take out that U, it becomes A and Ma called So can be recited by all. So in the Sahasranama Bhagam, when you have got Arihi dash, then that time those who have not undergone Upanayanam can recite the Aksharam says Tantra. If you have undergone Upanayana, then you can say Pranavam. And that too, when you denote Pranavam also, you should Arihi. Then you have to continue. You should not Om Katapada. It's a Rahasyaksharam. Yadekamaksharam Brahma. O Brahma, O Bhagavan, who is denoted by that one Aksharam. Sarvam Naya Samanvitam, the one who is mentioned in Sarvam Naya in all the Vedas, because I told you 3 minutes back, Amnaya means Vedam. Tarakam Sarvajantu Naam. Tarak, कौन है वो? सर एक डिज़ाइनर है बॉम्बे में, तारक. आप सुने हैं क्या? वो अंबरसंस के पास रहता है साउथ मुंबई में. सोबो, ही इज फ्रॉम सोबो. तारक, हैव यू नॉट हर्ड ऑफ तारक? ही इज ऑन पेज 3. Taraka means the one who crosses, helps you cross. That is why Ramanamam is Taraka mantram. Taraka mantramu korina dori kenu dhanyudanai tini voran. Taraka means to cross. That is why in many places in Sahasranama he is called Taranaha, Taraha. You get these names, right? The one who helps you cross from this side to that side is called Taraka. So that is called Taraka mantram. Taraka bindige. There are 2 meanings to it. Taraka bindige. That bindige looks like Taraka. It looks like the one that helps you cross. The other meaning is simple. There is a lady called Tara. You have to add the word Akka. Taraka. Taraka. Third meaning. Bring. Taro, Tare in Tamil, in Kannada means bring. For lady you will say Tare. For the man you will say Taro. But you have to do it respectfully. Taraka. Bring. So 3 meanings here. So that is why Dasa says Taraka bindige nanire hoguve tare bindige ya bindige odadare onde kasu tare bindigeya tarakam sarvajantunam. The one who helps us cross for all animals. All animals also, sir? Yes, we are very compassionate. Even before vegans became very compassionate, we were compassionate. Gajendra moksham. Right? Gajendra, if you go to Vaikuntham, you see one elephant also there. So, Gajendra, sarvajantunam tattvam tavacha vachakam, the one who is denoted by all these words. Then he continues describing Bhagavan's greatness. Patnya sahanishe dushya padmalakshana lakshaya swechayaiva sharirinya suchita ishwarya sampadam. How does Bhagavan seem so prosperous? Generally when we look at the man, we say he's very prosperous. How? He will have a tummy. Periya vayar in that, it's a sign of prosperity. Have you heard of it? Many of them don't intentionally reduce weight. No, sir, it is a sign of prosperity. So how do we know Bhagavan is prosperous? Because he has World Bank with him. Mahalakshmi sits here. So there is a Kaustubha Lakshana Lakshaya. Opposite her is the unique, priceless, invaluable, peerless gem called Kaustubham. This side Mahalakshmi, there is the gem there. And he wears Vaijayanti. All signs of prosperity converging as a confluence at one point, says the Acharya, Patnyasaha. Now, as we continue with describing Bhagavan's greatness, here is another word. When Bhagavan appears, Tatastam dadrushur devaha shesha paryankamassthitam adhiruda sharan meghan anya drishyamivambudam. Now, after listening to this stuti, Bhagavan appears. How does he appear? He appears on Adisesha. Now you have to give, he is a poet, he has to describe how he appears. Adhiruda sharan meghan. Sharan meghan. Sharad Ritu is autumnal cloud. During autumn, because before autumn, what is the season? Varsha Ritu. After Varsha Ritu comes Sharad Ritu. In the Varsha Ritu, all the water that is stored in the clouds has come down through precipitation as rain. Now all these rain-bearing clouds that were containing water have shed all their waters and have turned white. So white clouds are found in the autumnal season. So Bhagavan appears like the rain-bearing cloud on an autumnal cloud. Autumnal cloud is what color? White. What is rain-bearing cloud's color? Dark. So he is a rain-bearing cloud that comes on an autumnal cloud because Adisesha is white. So Bhagavan on Adisesha is like the rain-bearing cloud over an autumnal cloud. Is Adisesha white? Vellai vellai anai mevi, says Alvar. He is the white vehicle. If you go to Vaikuntham, if you are a proper drama movie making person, you are the Bansali, you are the Dhar. So then if you want to really show how Adisesha looks, you have to show him in pristine white. Bhagavan is dark. So Vaikuntham is like a chessboard. Right? He is dark. Adisesha is white. So this is the shloka that he describes as Bhuma Devi prays along with Brahma to Bhagavan that he should be born. Bhagavan says, with my Maya Shakti, I will be born. Do not worry. As he says, do not worry, the left part of Bhuma Devi started throbbing, quivering. He says, Praspurantam priyasyeva pariramba bhilashinam dakshinad itaram bahum. Dakshinad itaram bahum. What is dakshina? Very good. Next. Right. 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 Right is Dakshina. So Dakshina means south. Dakshina means right. Dakshina means money. Dakshina kudungona neenga south ku ponga mama. There Dakshina means fees. Dakshina means south. Right? Dakshin Bharat Hindi Prachar Sabha. Correct? Have you heard of that? There is one Hindi Prachar Sabha in Dakshin. So Dakshina. Dakshina means right. When you go around Bhagavan in the Garbhagriham, your right will always keep facing him. Just see. Your right will always face. So that is why it is called Pradakshinam. You do Pradakshinam, right? So your right keeps facing Bhagavan. So Dakshinam is right. But I told you that which part of Bhuma Devi started quivering? Left. What is left? What is left of right? Left. What is left? In English, we can also speak like T. Rajender. What is left is not the part L-E-F-T. What is left? What is remaining? What is remaining of right? Left. So left is called Vamam. Vamam is left. Right is? Very good. Answer is called dash in Sanskritam. North is called? Correct? So you'll have two words. Now, the left part of Bhuma Devi started quivering. How can you say this in another way? What is left of Dakshina started quivering. Instead of saying Vamam started quivering. Because generally in Sanatana Dharma, in our ritualistic part, they will say Anda Kaila Pannu. Have you heard? I am a left-hander. I have faced all this social discrimination for a very long time. அந்த கையில் கொடுங்க சார், இந்த கையில் கொடு. அவர் இந்த ஆட்டோக்கார சிகரெட் பிடிச்சிட்டு இருப்பார். யோ அந்த கையில் கொடு. இவர் பெரிய ஆச்சாரசீலர். கையில் பிடிச்சிட்டு இருக்கிறது பீடி. அதில் எந்த கையில் கொடுத்தா என்ன? பெரிய ஒரு சங்கல்பம் பண்ணிட்டு யாகம் பண்ணுற மாதிரி அந்த கையில் கொடு. They don't like left. So, in the ritualistic part of Bharata, left is not deemed. We are all not treated that well. Left-handers. You know, in English also, now you may say, look sir, that's why we keep telling you. The English society was always advanced. No. In English, the left-handers are called sinisters. You know what does sinister mean? Evil. Evil. So left is evil-like. Sinister is evil-like. So we are called sinisters. Right-handed people are called skilled people. Dexterous. I'll check today. How many of you are writing in right? We'll see. English people have said right people are dexterous, left people are sinisters. So now Vedanta Desika wanted to conform to the worldly norm. So he said that what is left of right in Bhumi started quivering. Dakshinad itaram bahum. Dakshinad itaram. Whatever is left of Dakshina, which is Vamam, started quivering. Prasphurantam priyasyeva parirambabhilashinam dakshinad itaram bahum dakshina bahvamanyata.